What if you could be anywhere in the world with the snap of your fingers? What if you could do the impossible? What if I told you this was possible, in a sense? Technology is coming close to immersing us into a completely virtual world.
Virtual reality is the computer-generated simulation of a three-dimensional image or environment that can be interacted with in a seemingly real or physical way by a person using special electronic equipment. It stimulates a 3D world by changing images with your movement. The world that virtual reality creates allows you to experience and feel everything. For example, there are virtual reality apps of roller coasters in which you feel the drop completely as you would if you were on a real roller coaster. The idea of virtual reality came up long ago, however only recently it has really started to be developed. In the 50s, people saw the possibility of seeing things on a screen that never ends, but technology wasn't good enough to justify this. So how does 360-degree video work? 360 video is captured by using multiple cameras with overlapping fields of view, like I'm using now. The videos are then stitched together to create a single 360-degree video, kind of like how your eyes see separately then are stitched together and fill in holes. 360 video is a regular video file that an interactive video player such as YouTube remaps to show where you are looking. Virtual reality fools your senses into believing that you are in a different environment than the real world by utilizing virtual images. The camera I'm using today uses two fisheye cameras that each capture 185 degrees of the view. A fisheye camera uses light bending techniques and a diverging lens to capture images with a wider field of view. When these are stitched together by a program, a 360-degree image is created. Virtual reality comes in a variety of different forms, such as this head-mounted display you're viewing this on. There are virtual reality gloves, which act like an exoskeleton with sensors attached to each finger. There's also something called a virtusphere, which is basically a hamster ball. The ball sends data about your movements to a headset, so when you run in the ball, it feels like you're running through this virtual world. There's also a very expensive virtual reality cave that projects an image on all four walls. These are just a few forms of virtual reality we have today. Virtual reality headsets can work with your phone. There are lenses inside of the headset that bend the light and make it look like your phone is a bit further away from you than it is, so it doesn't cause headache, and so then the world seems realer inside. Most people think of virtual reality as just being used for gaming. However, virtual reality is beginning to be used for employee training for companies, healthcare imaging, space and robot control, museums, automotive manufacturing, sports, education design, crime scene evaluation, mental health, shopping, and military. Virtual reality is currently beginning to be used as athlete training at pro and college levels. It is being used in the NFL, college programs, NHL, and WNBA. People are predicting that in the future, virtual reality technology will not only be used for athletes, but sports fans as well. Fans will be able to watch their favorite sports teams as if they were actually at the game and be fully immersed in the virtual world, connecting society more than ever. As you can see here, you can see where we're throwing the frisbee and where it's going exactly where you want to look, not just where the TV is showing you. It creates a new dimension to sports viewing. And it can connect with people from all over the world. If your favorite sports team is playing in China, you can still watch and feel like you're actually there. This would also work for the Olympics, where there's only a limited number of seats to view. Virtual reality has also begun to be used for healthcare and diagnostic imaging. Having 360-degree pictures helps doctors assess issues in the body. As virtual reality technology advances, healthcare is advancing as well. Having 360-degree pictures is helping doctors diagnose issues in the body as well as decide on possible cures for these issues. The military is currently using virtual reality technology as well in order to train soldiers on how to use certain tools, etc., and operate certain vehicles. It puts them in real-life situations so they can better react when actually faced with the situations. Virtual reality in this department has been around for a very long time and is sought to continue advancing. Some people think that virtual reality will advance so much that soldiers will be able to be trained exactly how battle will be, and some people even say that battle will become virtual. This is a very, very far off thought, but it could be possible, and many less lives would be lost this way. Studies have been done to prove virtual reality is a suitable way of treating mental illness. It is said that post-traumatic stress disorder can be treated with this technology. It can also treat phobias and anxiety disorders. Patients can be exposed to their fears in a safe environment. The Virtual Reality Medical Center has a system for treating those afraid of flying by simulating flight. There are several other facilities that use virtual reality to cure social phobias, fears of height, and fears of storms, plus many more. However, this is not a very common form of treatment. As technology advances, virtual reality is thought to become a global mental health treatment platform, effectively bettering society. Some pros of virtual reality are that it redefines communication, it trains in a way that would put people at risk, disabled people can experience things that they couldn't experience before, and tourism and sightseeing is easier. We can also experience things that are impossible in real life. Some cons of virtual reality are that it's very expensive and it can separate social classes as it advances. Communication is susceptible to deception. In virtual reality worlds, you can act illegally and may influence people in the real world to act this way. People can be addicted to this medium, and it also gives people motion sickness. The advance in technology is a limitation on virtual reality because technology isn't quite advanced enough yet to support a fully virtual world, and as technology gets better, these limitations will hopefully go away. That's it. Thank you for watching.